Hello, and welcome to The Deep Dive. I'm Miles Schiffer. Public speaking is a very stressful thing for a lot of people. The National Institutes of Health has shared research that shows that 77% of people fear it. But the St. Thomas Speech and Debate Club takes this common fear as an opportunity. The club is about to head to the Bethany Vocal Viking competition this Friday at Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato. Today, I'm joined by Club President Kitty Marsh and Vice President Rose Hissam to talk about public speaking and how they're bolstering it for students. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We really appreciate being here.
Yeah. Kitty, with Bethany Vocal Viking ahead, what are you hoping to see from the club members competing?
Well, with competition, there has to be a healthy balance between competitive nature and having fun. I'm sure everyone who has gone to a competition ever has heard the cliche of, well, if you have fun, you win. And we do adhere to that, but we also want to encourage some level of competitiveness, as that's what drives a lot of people to compete in the first place, is either previous experience or the desire to better yourself with some kind of feedback in the form of like more of a quantitative format, whether that might be a placement or a personal score, as the grading is kind of different. You can score well overall and well personally. There are a lot of different ways to measure that.
Yeah, and you made a big push to bring this club to campus. What drove you to do that?
That is a wonderful question. So back in my freshman year, I knew that I wanted to start a speech and debate club if it didn't already exist, because I had such a wonderful time in high school doing it. It inspired me a lot to continue to better myself both personally and in public speaking, and I wanted to give that opportunity to other people as well.
That's great. And with public speaking being so stressful to so many people, how do you calm students' nerves before a competition?
Another excellent question. A lot of this comes down to community building. It is very important to know and feel as though you have people around you who support you. So we spend a lot of time together, rapport building. Some people might call that hanging out, but those long drives to each of our competitions allows us to kind of recenter before getting to the big event. And on top of that, we try to make everyone feel listened and heard. If they share fears, if they want feedback on something, we're absolutely open to give it. And if you just need a second to do your own thing, that's cool too.
Great. And Rose, 2 weeks ago, you placed third in the public debate category at the Larry Schnur Invitational at Minnesota State. How do you prepare for a debate like that?
Yeah, so for public debate, that's a little more individual than our usual form of debate, which is parliamentary debate. And for that to prepare, you get 30 minutes before the actual debate, during which you can research, you can use the internet. I'm a political science student, and a lot of the questions are about politics. I've used like class notes and textbooks actually, which has been really cool to incorporate that in a real world setting. And you can come up with some points, some arguments that you might want to bring up. Usually debate preparation looks like you maybe come up with a hook or an intro to get the audience interested in your topic. Then you lay out your points, and then if the other side has already spoken, you respond to their points, and you go from there. So you can prepare using the internet for public debate. For parliamentary debate, the process is similar, but you cannot use the internet or any outside resources. It all has to be in your head. Yeah.
And at this next competition in Bethany, how do you plan to apply what you learned at the last competition to this one?
Yes, so one big thing that I've kind of learned, well, from the Schnorr and from a lot of competitions, is never give up a round before it's done. And I guess that's more of like an internal thing, but I have in the past been a little bit like, this isn't going well, time to kind of like just finish it off, but not like put my full effort into it. And one thing I really want to incorporate at the Vocal Viking is always putting everything into a debate until obviously the last amount of speaking time is done. So that's one thing I want to incorporate. Another thing that I learned, maybe more specifically from the Schnorr, that I want to incorporate at the Vocal Viking is kind of just team communication and making sure that everyone's opinion is heard, that you're getting, for parliamentary, it's 2 people on a team, and making sure that both of you know what's going on and both of you know the points and know exactly how you're going to address things. So teamwork, I guess, and also not giving up, which are kind of cliche, but those are 2 things I want to incorporate this weekend.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh yeah.
Part of the upcoming Bethany Vocal Viking event includes an extemporaneous speech competition, which you're competing in. And you have half an hour to prepare a 7-minute speech. How do you handle the pressure of all that?
Yeah. So this might just be a personal preference, but I really prefer doing speech and or debate like on an impromptu level rather than prepared. I found that when I do something scripted, I freak myself out too much and I kind of choke. So extemp is a really fun category for me, and the 30-minute prep period is actually kind of similar to a debate prep period where you can use the internet and other outside resources, and the prompt is usually about politics or something about like just current events in general, I should say. So yeah, just kind of also maybe doing a little research, coming up with some points and preparing to deliver your speech, but still also kind of keeping it in your head that like, it's on the fly. You can add something in last minute if it pops into your brain halfway through the speech. So just kind of that like mental trick and also preparing research.
Yeah, and Rose, what has been the best part about teaching public speaking and seeing how students progress at competition?
Yeah, so my favorite part about teaching public speaking and competing and seeing students compete is just seeing people feel more empowered in other areas of their life. That's something that speech has brought to me as a whole, just given me confidence, not even in speech, but in the classroom, in other areas, to just go for it and know that you can be good at things. And that sounds really like abstract, I suppose, but I think speech is a very empowering activity, and competing and just practicing on a non-competitive level can really help students feel great about themselves.
And Kitty, what's your advice to anyone looking to improve their own public speaking skills?
The hardest part is to just do it. So take that step. The best thing that you can do is just, this sounds redundant, but to just do it. You never know what you can do until you put yourself in that situation where you do have to do public speaking, and the only way to get better at it is to practice. So put yourself in those situations, regardless of if you feel maybe stressed about it, if you feel worried about it, if you're anxious about it. We're all anxious about it. It's okay, so just do it.
All right, like the Nike slogan, just do it. Well, thank you for coming in today. Follow along at thecrest.news and follow us on social media at thecrestnews for more stories from your campus community. With Kitty Marsh and Rose Hissam, I'm Miles Schiffer. We'll see you next time we deep dive.